Okay, so example pranked me. I just logged on. I haven't looked at the prank yet. I'm just checking to see if he updated my maps. Actually, I guess you guys are going to get to see some new stuff I've been working on. I'm not sure what he did yet. I have a gut feeling it has something to do with that, but... Well, I mean, that was... For those of you just tuning in to my channel, that's an old prank, but it's a prank that should have gotten removed a long time ago and hasn't so far. It was also by example. So let's go ahead and look around. I can't remember if he told me I would need to look for it or not. Didn't see that change. So I don't think there's anything over here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Something told me that there would be something over there. Not that exact spot. In fact, I'll show you on this map what led me to believe there would be something over there. I don't think this map goes that far. Otherwise, I should have seen that a long time ago. Oh, it does. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to it. So right here, I mentioned to example that there's a... I want to put like a shipping yard over there. Gosh, I must be blind. Or I updated the map afterward, possibly. I really doubt it. I don't have that map with me. Wow, okay. So I guess we're going to go over there and find out what that is. It is a battleship. Dang, I knew it.
In the Second Age, these mighty ships engaged in battle. These are the remains of a battle forgotten in time. Some say the engines still run. Find the wheelhouse. Enjoy a replica ship from Wings of Rean, example.
Ah. Oh my god. Okay, so my wings are called the Wings of Rean. Holy crap. Okay, give me a second. Okay. So here's what happened. I name things in this game occasionally after anime-related things. Most of the time, I have not brought it up to you guys. I don't think actually I've ever brought it up to you guys. I play as Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star, although right now I'm still in my Halloween skin. Wings of Rean. Hold on. This is the Wings of Rean. Okay, it's a 3 DVD set released by Bandai under the Honeemise line. I have not watched this. Example doesn't know this yet. The reason that my wings are named the Wings of Rean is off of the name of this show. This show is related to Aura Battler Dunbine, which I have seen and love very much. That's where that came from. So this is a little bit misplaced in that I'm not going to enjoy this nearly as much as I would have had this been correct. I don't even know if this is supposed to be off the anime, or if the anime is referencing something else that example put together here. So oh my goodness. Oh man. Well, this was unexpected to say the least. I can see now why he needed so many days to do this. And he appears to have... I gotta watch Wings of Rean now. I almost feel like I should watch it and then come back and finish this video. Yeah, I think I have to do that. I think I'm doing a disservice if I don't. So here's what happened, though. Let me at least explain this part. So while we were putting together the haunted house, I typed in a command, and I typed it in correctly while we were setting things up, and it was the command that we needed to use in order to delete or remove the item frame where you place the bottle. And I put it in correctly so that it wouldn't destroy all entities, but specifically the item frame right at that specific point. But when you copy things off of the internet and paste it into Minecraft, sometimes, especially if you're copying off of descriptions in YouTube, sometimes weird characters will get brought in there, and sometimes it'll be a character that you can't actually see. It's just like an invisible spot, and it breaks the syntax. So I did that, and it erased all of our stuff. It killed us. It killed us. It killed everything. All the cows in the cow launcher. It killed everything. All the armor stands around us. Everything was gone. And in order to rectify that, I had to go into MC Edit. Or not really. What I had to do, yes, sort of MC Edit. What I had to do is I had to go back and I had to copy the stuff we had worked on and transfer it into an older backup where the haunted house hadn't been built that far, right? And then I had to copy the region files over the ones on the server to basically put everything back. And when I did that, for some reason, my player file got reset to an earlier player file. So I ended up with all my items on me again, even though I had just put them in a chest at example space. So I imagine that what's happening here, what I'm going to find, is that he brought my stuff back. Okay? Now, why today is kind of significant about this is that today's actually my birthday. And I'm going to go ahead and watch the Wings of Rean. I actually have to finish Disc 11 and 12 of War Battler Online. Okay, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, and then we'll finish this video. Okay, so I finished the Wings of Rean. It's only 6 episodes long. It took me a few days to watch it because I also had to finish volumes 11 and 12 of War Battler Dunbine. Actually, the reason why, because I love War Battler Dunbine, the reason why I hadn't started the Wings of Rean yet was because volumes 11 and 12 of War Battler Dunbine right here are incredibly rare. I think volume 11 is like $250 and volume 12 is like $120. They're not cheap. It took me a very long time to get 11 and 12, so I had watched 1 through 10, and then I hadn't gotten around to watching 11 and 12, and therefore I never got around to watching Wings of Rean, because the back of disc 1 says, 2 decades after War Battler Dunbine, legendary director Yoshiyuki Tomino returns to the land of Bison Well. So I misunderstood that. I thought that meant that this was a sequel to War Battler Dunbine, but what they actually meant is that War Battler Dunbine was animated 2 decades prior. So I think this is an alternate retelling because War Battler Dunbine is based on a novel called The Wings of Rean, which is kind of weird because I don't remember. I mean, like I said, I watched 1 through 10 a long time ago and then just now finished 11 and 12. I don't remember them ever mentioning the Wings of Rean, which is interesting because that was a major plot point to the Wings of Rean. Anyway, but yeah, the reason I hadn't gotten around to watching them is because I wanted to rewatch all of the previous 10 DVDs and then watch 11 and 12 because I actually really like War Battler Dunbine. But let's go ahead and take a look at this prank here and find out what's going on. So already a lot of what I see here that I thought was going to make sense once I saw the show doesn't make any sense. Not sure why the vines and the trees growing through it. I think what Example is going for is the idea that that this has been here for a long time and it's like been overgrown with stuff. There's weird time travel involved in the show. I don't want to get into it. It's going to bore you guys, so you're not going to enjoy it. So he said to find the wheelhouse. So I'm going to go ahead and go to where I imagine the wheelhouse would be. I kind of want to see what's over here, though. I kind of want to see what's in the back. There's also all these leaves, which I thought once I watched the show that maybe this would make more sense. But again, I think it's just him making it overgrown. And the reason, actually, just to clarify, the reason that I didn't... oh, that's pretty cool. The reason that I didn't want to continue with recording this prank, video, this me getting pranked and discovering it stuff, is because I didn't want Example to accidentally ruin a spoiler or something because I hadn't watched the show yet. And as I said earlier, I love Aura Battler Dunbine, but Wings of Rean is not nearly as good. Got some great animation, but some really good CGI integration. Much better than a lot of other shows have handled it in the past. So I'm going to guess that that's the wheelhouse. Let's go ahead and see what we got in there. Okay, so I guess I'm going to go in this way. Like I said, I imagine he's going to give me back my stuff. Now, if you have seen the Wings of Rean, which I really, really doubt anybody watching this video has, unless you found this video because one of the tags in it was Wings of Rean and you were actually looking for something on the Wings of Rean. Oh, he's got something going on here. But I really doubt anybody's actually seen it. But if you have seen it, you'll know that the Wings of Rean... Well, actually, that's not true. I was going to say that they don't really have anything to do with the ship. They don't have anything to do with what I think this ship is. It's hard to tell. Power engines on, switchy thingy. Okay. Full speed ahead. What is this going to do? Oh. Maybe I should get out of here. He didn't even give me back. Oh, I'm locked in here. What was I thinking? Oh, man. Okay, so after all that, I don't think he even gave me back my stuff. Which is fine, because I've got duplicates of it. He did a great job replicating this. Is it over? I should have stopped that before it... Oh, well. Oh, man. Let's see if there's... I saw, an ender chest over here. I wonder if there's anything else. So this is a really... This is a really strange prank. I don't really know how to react to this. He did a great job. I kind of don't want to tear it down. Oh, man. What an awkward position to be put in. Example actually watched the show based on the name of my items. Like, he looked it up to find out what was going on, and he actually watched the show prior to doing the prank, which is what gave him the idea. And this is just such an awkward prank because I hadn't watched the show. This is actually really cool. I wish I could leave this here. It's just that it doesn't match the theme of my base. Oh, man, that's too bad. Oh, wow, that's weird. Anyway, so I'm going to take a little look around to see if there's anything here. I don't think I've missed anything. I'm going to talk to Example, actually. Talk to him about this. Alright, guys. So I'm going to pop back in here. Example. I just lit up my base in such a way where nothing could spawn. And then this jerk. Why don't I hear him? He must have taken it from right there, right? Yeah. I'm gonna die. Dang it. Oh, there go the wings of Rean again.
Here I come.
Okay. So, because of how much I've lit up the base and everything, the one spot where this guy could spawn...
Where is he?
He's right up there. So, here's the thing. For everybody watching. So, I talked to Example, and we figured out when he built this, like when he got the idea to do this and everything, he had only seen the first 4 episodes out of the 6 episodes of Wings of Rean.
That's right, yeah.
And he watched them in Japanese without subtitles.
Yeah. So
I figured something out. I'm gonna go over here where we can sort of just gaze on the ship and talk about this. This isn't the first time Example has pranked me, and it has failed utterly in me receiving the prank. So,
I'm not a kid.
Well, you haven't seen the video yet of me finding this, but first of all, this prank failed to hit the mark in that you read the wing title, like what I named my wings, and you went off from there not knowing that I hadn't watched the show yet. So when I came over here at first, I wasn't sure, because I hadn't seen the Wings of Rean, I wasn't sure if this ship was from the Wings of Rean, or if the show was named after a battleship called the Wings of Rean or something like that. And
come on. No.
So when I first saw it, that's what was going through my head. I couldn't tell. And I also had a feeling that you respected me enough that the reason that these trees were shooting up through here was that they were actually part of the original terrain, and that you were avoiding hurting the original terrain, because you know how I like to work. And once I saw your video, that ended up being the case. Maybe not for this tree. Maybe this tree was put here to make it look overgrown, but clearly...
No, I added this tree and a bunch of others around here, but what I didn't do was actually... I didn't remove a piece of dirt.
Right, exactly. Anyway, So here's what happened. Because you watched the show in Japanese without subtitles, you had no idea what was going on. Okay? No. Now, this show is very strange regardless. And it's really hard to follow. But when you're reading the subtitles, as I was, your focus is lower on the screen.
Yeah.
Everything else you're seeing is from peripheral. Your main focus is on the text on the screen, because you're trying to figure out what's going on, and you miss a lot. Now, you watched this show without subtitles. Your auditorial perception was taking a back seat to visual perception. You were absorbing what was happening on screen from what you saw. So when you saw this ship, it sunk into your memory deeper than it did for me. Yeah. Even after I discovered the prank, then watched the show, and then came on to go to the wheelhouse, I wasn't sure what ship this was, because there's a couple in the show, and I didn't know if this was the same one each time or if it was significant. It was really hard to piece together. So that's where the disconnect happened, I think. But also, when you prank on a small, on a small scale, like for instance, when BBL pranked me and all he did was build the Trotimus face, the walrus face, and it was like, here's a memory of the creative server, and then you did something similar with the mushroom face one time, right? Those are small pranks where you see it and the punchline's immediate. Then when I prank on an enormous scale usually. I think the smallest prank, I could be wrong, but I think the smallest prank I've ever really pulled on you at least was Academy Award. Yeah. And even still that was, the punchline, there was a lot to see, but the punchline was there, even if you didn't really quite get it, and that was the wrap it up, the music's playing, So and then when it is an enormous prank, the scale of the prank is the punchline. Okay, so with with the cakewalk prank, you get the idea of what's going on as soon as you discover it, right? And then as you're going down the tunnel, you're like, gosh, how far does this go? You know, that's the punchline of the prank, right?
Yeah.
With this, the scale isn't the punchline. So I'm going through looking for the wheelhouse, and then all that happens is fireworks, which, by the way, were those the fireworks from the Academy Award? I knew it. Yeah.
I'm returning them.
Yeah. So the prank here, like, because also with the sheep, that was the toilet paper prank wool. Toilet paper. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll return the wool. Yep.
So that is a recurring theme, that you return things that I prank you with. So I got that. I did get that. But when I got up there, I'm like, was this it? Like, because I couldn't even see it from inside there, you know, so I had to leave.
I thought you were going to run outside and go, what's this going on?
I did. And it's funny is I accidentally, I wasn't thinking, and I closed the iron door behind me. So when I had to leave, I was locked in.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so I get it, and it is funny, but it's even more funny and humorous to me that I hadn't watched the show. Like, that was a big disconnect there. This whole thing has just been a huge misunderstanding.
That's so sad, because like, I actually honestly thought that you had watched the whole thing, because when you named these wings, I was thinking, he must know. He must know the storyline. He must have watched the thing. And because like it meant something, because you actually named the wings.
Yeah, but
the wings of Rean.
And of course, what you didn't get is that I named it that because the show is related to another show that I actually had seen the majority of that I really liked. Yeah, so oh, that's too good.
So I made the assumption that you'd watched all the series, that you understood what it was about, and that you'd see the ship and you'd go, oh, that's the ship in the thing. And I couldn't work out the name because I didn't have subtitles. So
I don't even know what the name of the ship was.
I was going to name it, and then I was like, oh, that's too hard.
Yeah, because the wings of Rean are actually the boots that.
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's such a weird show. Nobody is going to get this.
Yeah, and then with the fireworks, because when the ships move, they let off these particles, you know, and they come out the smokestacks and out the back of the engines. And I thought, well, this is great, because this is actually what these fireworks look like. Yeah. And I thought that you'd see that and you go, oh yeah, that's the particles that come out the engines. And then the whole thing just backfired. I'm like, oh, come on. It took forever to build this thing.
All right. Well, let's head over to the church real quick. Let me just give people a quick tour, and then we can sort of branch it into that piece of recording from the other day.
Yeah, sweet.
What a weird day. Okay, so you know, and I knew that you were gonna put it here. Like my first thought in the video is I thought you were gonna do something with the. I looked right at the map immediately, and I was focused on the area where I had been building stuff, because you had recently come over and seen what I was working on. So exactly, I thought that sparked an idea. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna prank the church. I'm gonna do this. So I updated the map to see if anything changed, and it didn't. Right. So I'm like, okay, interesting. So my immediate next guess was that, okay, well, while you were here, we talked about the sheep, and you're like, oh, you got to take that down. So I'm thinking, okay, so he's done something to the sheep. Maybe there's explosives or something in there that you know we're gonna trigger and we're gonna make it come down. And then my third thought was because I showed you where the shipping yard was gonna be. That I knew. That was my next guess, is that's what it was gonna be. But from the church, I don't, you know, I can't remember if I actually looked, but from the church you can see the shipping yard, but you can't see the ship from there.
That's right.
Yeah. So that threw me off. Oh man, it's just, it was an interesting.
I remember in my video I was like, oh yeah, I'll update the maps. I updated the map. I was thinking, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. But I think I mentioned that you're not gonna see it. Yeah,
because. You can see where the shipping yard is going to be in that little alcove, little cave or bay right there. But yeah, you can't see the actual thing. So this is the church, and this
is looking real nice.
Oh, it is. It's coming great. Yeah. Coming along great. This is the bell tower. I decided to, because of the angle of the church, I decided to keep it separate. And for the record, just so that people watching know. We made an executive decision where, because lighting up roofs can really ruin the look you're going for, we decided that you can use barrier blocks, to prevent mob spawning. So you can keep the lighting towards the ground where you want it to be, and that's just an idea we had. So that's why nothing's spawning up there with the rest of the base so thoroughly lit up. And then, of course, in here would be like a bed or something. This is where the priest or whoever would live, and then he would, go up there and ring the bell for whatever reason he needs to. And then down here I added this river here. And I'm sort of just sketching out what I'm doing, figuring it out as I go. But I'm going to show you guys the map because a lot has been done just in time for the next base progression video, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so all this is new. This spot right here is going to be another one of the little watchtower things like that guy. That's going to go right up here. Right over there. And again, this is...
Oh, right, that's that new part you're building in, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's going to go up there. And then, yeah, I'm just sort of figuring out what I'm doing over here, working out where stuff's going to go. There's going to be a castle up here, which I've been too intimidated to start. But yeah, the castle is going to have an entrance, a straight up entrance to the church, whereas other people, common folk, are going to have to go up here and then go up here and then go around.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then there.
So,
yep.
So this river is going to the sea. Is that what's happening? Or?
Yeah, eventually it's going to have to. But the problem is that over here, I'm not sure if I want to, how I'm going to connect it. The original thing I was going to do is I was going to have it go into this mountain and have there be like a cave where this water system goes through the cave and then pops out somewhere over there. But
that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, it is a cool idea. I can't figure out exactly how I want to do it.
What if you go through this one? Go through here, underneath here. So.
Yeah, it's just because of the angle of it. I just have to figure out how I'm going to do it. That's all. Just because I have it doing this angle right now. What I'm thinking of is that I'm gonna have it start curving back around. Like this is going to start being the landmass is going to take over again, and it's going to be less of the retaining wall separating the water and more of the organic terrain generation. But I don't really want it to go to this river over here because I don't want to create a Y-shaped river right here.
Oh, okay, there's a river before the actual ocean. Oh, no, okay.
Yeah, so that's why one of the reasons why I wanted to... because this river, I think, is going to have a drawbridge over it, as if the front of the castle is going to be on the rear end of the sheep. So, my thought was to put to go through, have the water go into this retaining wall and just go underneath all this stuff and have a little bit of a cave and then pop out maybe over here wouldn't be too bad, right in this opening right here.
Yeah.
And then have that just sort of flow out to the ocean. Because
it could be still underground.
Yeah, it could just pop out over here. Maybe have it pop out over there where that part is, or even maybe even take this as it. Like a lot of times, I like to just look at something and something that has any significance to me whatsoever. I just sort of try to let that be an ingredient in the recipe that gets me from point A to point B. And this is an area where this thing has been like I actually filled up this little water down here. It's just one thing I did one day, and it's always been sort of on my mind. So maybe I'll take this as an initiative for where the water's going to end up. Just an idea. And then, of course, having the river go all the way over to the shipping yard might not be a terrible idea. The only problem with this river is that even though the bridge that the church is on is pretty large, I can't have boats go underneath it, unfortunately. No. And the reason why, as I'm going to show to my audience, the reason why is because... Come on. Okay. This bridge is large, right? You could easily get a boat through here. This little mini bridge is not so large, and you could still get like a gondola-shaped sized boat through there.
Yeah.
But this other bridge over here, this is the... this one's like teeny weeny, so you could probably get a gondola-shaped one through here, but you'd have to duck, you know? Like this would be a...
Yeah. That's all part of being on a gondola.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm just saying, like you're kind of stuck with what you can.
Yeah. Well,
do.
it's not a trade route, that's for sure.
Right. And a big portion of what I did was to actually terraform quite a bit and work on making it feel like this could fit in here a little bit more. This trade ship, because this trade ship, I'm gonna change this up and make this the vineyard. Like these would be the ships that transport the.
Yeah, cool.
The wine from the vineyard, and I'll put these on different places of the server, like we're trading, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of where my thoughts are going. Anyway, let's go ahead, sort of wrap this up, because this has been a weird video. Let's go to the, to this area. So, while I was playing the other day, I went to sleep. Maybe it'll happen again. Let's see. Probably not. But I went to sleep underneath this bridge. Actually, I guess it can't happen if example's on. But I laid down right here, and I got out of bed like it went daytime, you know. And when I got out of bed, I was still in the bed user interface, like where you can only type or hit leave bed. And when I hit leave bed, I wouldn't go anywhere because I wasn't in the bed anymore, and I got stuck here. And you know what, let's just roll the clip, I guess. You guys can see it. I can't leave the bed. I can't move. Can you teleport to me?
Okay, so do I put your name first or my name first? I can't remember.
I'll TP. You put your name first, then my name. I just teleported you.
I can't see you.
Okay,
you're in
relog.
So you're in this bed here.
No,
okay.
I'm standing right next to the bed.
Huh.
But I'm in like the lay down.
Seriously, dude, you're invisible. I can't even see you.
Shoot.
Hang on, no, I'm just gonna have a look around. I'm pretty sure I can't see you. I'm just gonna go into spectator mode and see if you're in the ground.
Okay. You should see my name tag, I think.
No, I can't see you at all.
Okay,
man.
I'm gonna try to go to spectator mode. Okay. I already went from creative mode to survival mode and stuff. I'm in spectator mode now. I still can't move. I can't leave the bed.
It's just weird.
Here, I'm gonna go back to survival mode. Can you shoot arrows in my direction? wait,
hang on.
Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm gonna give myself the levitation effect.
I'm gonna. Do you want me to shoot your bed? I'm gonna shoot where your head is.
I'm gonna do the levitation effect for a second. Okay, I'm floating.
Nah, I still can't see
I
you.
have 10 seconds.
You can see me though, right?
Yeah, I can see you walking around. I've got 10 seconds of levitation.
So how far up are you?
I'm in the, like, stand at, I'm gonna fall down in a second, but stand where the bed was, like as if you just got out of the bed.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, is it nighttime already?
No.
I was wondering, let's make it night.
Oh, no. I think it's, hang on.
Okay,
I think
try to hop in the bed, see if it thinks I'm still in there.
Okay, I'm gonna try hop in. Right, here we go.
Oh, did it
Can I only sleep at night?
Oh, okay.
No, it's going night now.
Okay. I could have sworn I gave myself levitation for only 10 seconds.
Are you still up there? Okay. Alright, it's getting dark. I'm gonna try and hop in the bed. Yeah, I'm in the bed.
Okay, so it doesn't realize that it doesn't think I'm still in there. Can you now hop out of the bed and where you land, look up?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Are you stuck too?
No, sorry, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, got it. So, where about you landing?
Okay, so wherever you landed, look up and shoot with a bow. You hit me.
Oh yeah.
You hit me.
I can't see you,
okay,
but
I'm gonna give myself glowing.
okay. No,
I gave it to me for 100 seconds. That's what it was. Do you see me?
Nah. Nah.
I'm about
But
to.
I know,
I'm
I
about
know
to run out
whereabouts
of
you are.
levitation. I'm about to run. Yeah, I fell. I fell. Right. I'm right next to your bow.
I heard you fall, but I just there was no particle fix or anything. Okay, so that's really weird.
I was
Um,
hoping. I was hoping I would just be in game, like with the in the like. I'd be moving, basically laying down. I can't do anything. I can't even log out.
oh really?
No, I can't leave the bed. I can't log out. I came on for like 2 seconds while I
So
was.
you're back in bed now.
I can't. I can't. It says I'm here. Maybe if you log out since it's nighttime, maybe I will go through the cycle of being in bed.
All right, okay. No.
No. This is too
So you're like some ghost dude who like sleeps forever.
This is now the legend underneath the church bridge.
Yeah.
The
The guy who
sleeping
sleeps.
ghost.
So I can't hit you or anything, can I?
Oh no. I'm stuck here forever.
I can hit the bed. Can I shoot you out of the bed?
Try that. Yeah, try that. It should.
Are you gonna die for? No.
No,
Did I hit you?
just no. I'm not getting hit. What should happen is if I were in the bed. Oh, you killed me.
Oh. Oh.
I hope you were recording that. I
Yeah, I was recording that.
just want to see what that looked like.
I'll tell you what, that was an accident. I've got this trouble with my mouse at the moment. Like it does this thing where like you hold down right click and it does a double
Oh, oh
double
man.
fire.
Okay, I gotta tell you something. So look,
Now, do I have any of your stuff? What did you have?
I had a full inventory. It's mostly building stuff.
Okay, that's probably yours then. That's yours. That's yours.
So look over there.
What?
See these spiders and stuff?
Yeah.
So I lit up my base the other day like neurotically and got it to the point where there were no like I could not find any spawnable spaces. So as I'm working, spawnable spaces get created like crazy, and then once it gets to be nighttime, stuff just spawns like crazy. Guess what? So come up here. So literally right before I slept in that bed, this is what happened. I walked into the church, and I'm watching B-Dubs' latest building with BWO while this is going on. I walk into the church, and immediately blow up right here. Creeper, right? I'm still alive. I leave the church, and then I come back in with some stuff to fix it, to fix the damage. All that happened when it got blown up was that this area right here became a crater, right? It didn't ruin the walls or anything. And as I walk in, I look to my left, and just chilling right here is another creeper looking right at me.
Oh no.
And when I first logged into the game to play, I couldn't move at all. Like, the game was laggy and just stuff was really bad. I couldn't move at all. And I was like, oh god, no. I'm trying to get out of here. I finally got out of here. I shot the creeper. I used up all the netherrack I had, which was like 4 at the time. So I went to the nether, came back with more netherrack, started to build a hole with another creeper. They were spawning up here. They fell down and flew me up again.
Oh, on the roof. Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible. And then I go to sleep. I got stuck in the bed. I think I wasn't recording, unfortunately, but I think what might have happened is that I might have died from the creeper blasts, and the game didn't recognize that I had died or something. Yeah. So when I would go to when I got in bed, I don't know. That's really weird. Anyway, so that's about it. Awkward video. Oh, by the way, let me just, since I mentioned the Wings of Rean, this witch hut right here is in a swamp that I call Dragmire Swamp, which is a reference to Ganondorf Dragmire from The Legend of Zelda. This forest right here, which I recently just put back, the forest had gotten burned down, and it updated really quickly. But this portion was gone a second ago. I call this Dunbine Forest off of the series that Wings of Rean is related to, or Battler Dunbine. And then this little waterfall right here next to the vineyard, I call. Well, let's get there first. I actually came up with the name of this one because of my drive from Arizona to California and back. Because I've made that drive, I don't want to say hundreds of times. I've made it a lot. I've made it probably a dozen times now. But I call this waterfall here Chirico Falls, off of Chirico QV from Armored Trooper Votoms. But the reason I came up with the name was because every time I go to California and back, there's a like in the desert as you're going down the 10, there's one of the exits is like Chiriaco Summit or Chiriaco Falls. I think it's Chiriaco Summit, something like that. And I'm like, every time I see it, I think it says Chirico. So I thought, you know what, I'll call it this. But the thing about naming stuff in your base is that you don't ever bring it up because you don't put like a sign that says, here is Chirico Falls. You just don't, it never gets brought up. So I've been operating under the knowledge that that's what these things are called, but I've never actually brought it up to anybody.
Awesome.
Anyway. All right. Well, thanks for hopping on to help me wrap up this video because it's been really awkward.
Yeah, well, tune in next time when we prank Seiferus again and he doesn't get it.
Yeah. Sadly, that's probably going to happen.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Anyway, see you guys next time. Take
Later.
it easy.